Good evening. Welcome to my discussion board for week 3. I will be speaking in regards to two articles, the one that was supposed to be located and a second related article. So the first article identified, I did cite it down here in APA, was the interaction process analysis of profession behavior by Henry Landsberger. Um, So, in regards to this article, he does use interaction process analysis, IPA, to look at how professional labor mediators act in 12 labor management disputes. His study uses Bale's IPA method, which sorts different types of social interaction to watch and record what mediators do and say during real negotiations. Some of the key points during the article, were like the role of the mediators, how Landsberger analysis shows how mediators use both practical actions and people skills to help negotiations, interaction patterns, which is a study that finds successful mediation over often means balancing like direct actions, like asking questions and giving information. Professional behavior was another one. The article did show that good mediators are skilled and they change how they interact based on the stage of the dispute and what each party needs. Methodological contribution was another one. This is by carefully recording mediator behavior. Landsberg gives real proof that communication pattern is solving helps solve disputes and offers a way to study like professional interaction in other areas. Um, but a lot of his research in the article showed that labor mediators, are effective not just because they know what it is about labor relations, but also because they can handle certain social situations with careful communication and with others. Using careful communication, with others. The article is an important article just based off early study in sociology of professional behavior and gives useful advice for many people who do work in conflict resolution. That was the first article. And these are the key points that I pointed out, like the role mediators, and so forth. So the second article that I chose was the workers' comparison and job satisfaction. And again, I did copy at the bottom the cited APA in APA. Some of the key points in this article, and in regards to what it was about, is how Randy Hodson looked at how workers were had job satisfaction and how it affected in comparison to others to make others work, using like data, survey data. He explored the idea that workers do not judge their own jobs alone, but instead compare their pay, their working conditions, job status to those of their coworkers and other peers. And one of the key points was comparison group, how he finds that workers often compare themselves with coworkers in similar roles, employees in different departments, or even workers in other companies or in the same industry. Relative satisfaction was in regards to how job satisfaction is shown depending on comparisons. Workers feel more or less satisfied, not just because of their own situation, but because of how it compares to the people around them. Factors or causes. The study that he did do in the article just shows um, things of like how they feel treated unfairly, A sense of equality and social environment are very important in shaping how satisfied workers feel with their jobs. Implications. Some of his findings did show that some organizations trying to improve satisfaction should think about not just personal rewards and work conditions, but also social environment and the employees employees make when judging their own situation. Um, and just how job satisfaction is shaped by social comparisons with others, and understanding the comparisons can help organizations do better of keeping employees happy and staying with the company for a longer period of time or until retirement. um, those were my two articles. Thank you so much for listening.